Hi. So, if you're watching this video, I'm going to very briefly talk about my literature review, which is just a broad context talking about mathematics in the UK. What I found, what I believe, my personal opinion. Again, these views are of my own, and I'm just going to really speak about, well, what I've kind of found out and what I agree. And I think, when you do read a lot of literature, and if you look at some of these other videos, I've just done one on AFL. There'll be a lot of talk, especially in mathematics, about how can we raise attainment, especially with boys. It's always been about raising attainment. We're not as good as Shanghai, or boys are doing better than girls, or we've got the. There's always something about maths. I mean, maths is, it's always going to be one of our cores and always going to be one of our stems. But I mean, especially within recent years, there's been a lot of emphasis on the attainment within our schools, and a big part of it, which has come and Lack and Williams report is assessment for learning. So the whole PTA cycle, in the sense of we plan, we teach, we assess lessons, and then what we've gathered out of that assessment will inform our next stage of planning. And whether it's two steps of feedback, whether it's a comment, or whether it's a sticker, or peer-to-peer feedback, it's always there's a lot of pressure, well, not a lot of pressure, but a lot of emphasis now on what would you say? It's informal, so formative assessment. Um, I think that's great. I'm not going to knock it. I mean, I'm a PGCE student, so I wouldn't knock it anyways, and I've seen the benefits of it. However, what I think is a very overlooked, or well, yeah, what is a very overlooked problem in a lot of our schools is the fact that, and there's a great book for this, which is on the maths website by Derek Hayes, Derek Haylock. But it's about us as teachers. We're not confident in the subject. When I first signed up for my PGCE, I wanted to do English. English was my love. I'm a very, very creative person, very, very passionate writer, but the standards in that are exceptionally high, which kind of deterred me. But also as well, what I noticed with maths is that I had lots and lots and lots of misconceptions that were from me being taught maths poorly in both my primary school years and my secondary school years. And now as an adult who's revisited, the schemes of work that we taught, that we teach and that I was taught in primary school, and the same for secondary school, it's kind of absolutely blown me away how something so simple was taught so badly. And I'm not, an Albert Einstein or a budding mathematician, but I'm smart and I notice the patterns and the algorithms. And also I use my functional skills that I've had in a lot of money handling. So, before this I was a chef, I worked in restaurants. Use all of that knowledge of working in restaurants and working businesses, and I apply it to maths, and suddenly it's easy. And obviously throughout the whole PGC I've developed a lot of just subject knowledge in maths, and all of a sudden I'm a confident teacher in it. So when my children come to me with misconceptions like, "Sir, this is a diamond," I'm like, "No, it's a rhombus." Little things like that I can do very, very quickly, and it's kind of, that is the chink in the armour that needs to get broken. A lot of teachers on my course, or a lot of trainees, are not confident in maths. So if they're not confident in maths, when they teach, they may not be able to address their class's misconceptions. And then therefore, when those children get older, they're going to have misconceptions that, just say hypothetically they wanted to all become teachers, that will feed into the next generation. And then that is a never ending broken cycle. So as much as AFL is a great way to improve a classroom and raise attainment for the children, I don't think it's the only way, nor the be all and end all. I think once we realise that we as teachers need to be confident in what we're doing, be secure in our own subject knowledge through, CPD. Once that's happened, then maybe we can start to break that cycle. Because what we're trying to do is adopt all of these grand schemes, Shanghai Maths, Maths Mastery, to name two of the big ones that are out there right now. But if I'm a poor maths teacher, it's not going to make a blind bit of difference, because if I teach it poorly or teach it wrong, my children will get it wrong. So it's money down the drain. So I think really the best way to raise attainment in maths is to do it through CBD, to get our teachers confident in maths, to get us confident in basic skills. I didn't know the Column method until I was in my 20s. That's something that I went my whole life not knowing. And that was because my teachers never taught it to me, because, if they didn't want to do it, they didn't want to do it. So yeah, that's kind of my views on maths and how we can possibly raise attainment in it. Cool.